Have you ever wondered if a queen could be more powerful than a king? What if she ruled a vast and mighty empire, not with a sword in her hand, but with her brilliant mind, her steady courage, and her incredible heart? This is not a fairy tale, but the true story of a woman who became one of the most powerful rulers in history. Her name was Nur Jahan, which means light of the world, and she truly lived up to her name. We are going to travel back in time, about 400 years ago, to the magnificent Mughal Empire in India. In this world of kings and princes, a woman named Nur Jahan rose to a position of almost unbelievable power. Nur Jahan's story did not begin in a palace. She was born in 1577 in a caravan, while her family was traveling from Persia to India, seeking a better life. Her birth name was Mir-un-Nisa, which means son among women. From these humble beginnings, no one could have guessed that this tiny baby would one day rule one of the world's richest empires. As a young girl, she grew up within the royal court, where she became skilled in poetry, art, and even things that were unusual for women at the time, like archery and hunting. It was during her time as a lady-in-waiting that she caught the eye of the Emperor Jahangir. He was captivated not just by her beauty, but by her sharp mind and strong personality. In 1611, they married, and he gave her the name Nur Jahan, Light of the World. This was more than just a new name. It was the beginning of a new chapter for her and for the entire Mughal Empire. When Nur Jahan became Empress, she quickly became the emperor's most trusted advisor. Emperor Jahangir valued her opinion above all others, and soon she was helping him make important decisions about the empire. One of the most amazing things Nur Jahan did was something that seemed small, but was actually a huge deal. She put her name on the official coins of the empire. In those days, coins were not just for buying things. They were like the newspapers or social media of their time. The image and name on a coin declared who was in charge. For centuries, only the names of the male emperors had been stamped onto the silver and gold coins. It was a symbol of their ultimate authority and power. So, when new coins started appearing with the words, "By order of King Jahangir, gold has 100 splendors added to it by receiving the name of Nur Jahan, the Badshah Begum," it was a revolutionary act. Every time someone used one to buy bread, pay taxes, or trade goods, they were holding a piece of metal that declared a woman shared the highest power in the land. This simple act cemented her status as a ruler in the eyes of the public, making her authority undeniable to generals, governors, and common people alike. One of the most famous stories of her courage was when her husband, Emperor Jahangir, was captured by a rebellious general named Mahabat Khan. While many others panicked, Nur Jahan immediately took charge, like a skilled chess player planning her next move in a dangerous game. Instead of hiding in fear, she organized a rescue mission herself. She didn't just give orders from the safety of the palace. She mounted her own war elephant and rode into the heart of the battle. Can you picture it? The Empress, on top of a giant elephant, leading her troops across a raging river while arrows flew all around her. This was not something queens were expected to do. After the failed attack, Nur Jahan switched her strategy from force to cleverness. She realized that she couldn't win with swords alone, so she decided to use her mind. She cleverly arranged to surrender so she could be with her husband, then secretly worked to turn the general's own soldiers against him until she and Jahangir could finally escape. Beyond her political and military skills, Nur Jahan was also a woman of incredible taste and creativity. One of her most famous architectural achievements is the tomb she designed for her father in the city of Agra. This tomb is sometimes called the Baby Taj because it is seen as a forerunner to the famous Taj Mahal. It was decorated with a delicate technique called pietra dura, where semi-precious stones are inlaid into marble. Nur Jahan also had a passion for designing gardens. She created symmetrical layouts with flowing water channels, fountains, and carefully chosen plants that were meant to be a feast for the senses. Her work influenced Mughal art for generations, including the design of the Taj Mahal, which was built by her stepson, Shah Jahan. Through her architectural projects and garden designs, Nur Jahan literally changed the landscape of the Mughal Empire, turning barren lands into lush, beautiful retreats. Her contributions show that her power was not just about ruling and commanding, it was also about creating and nurturing beauty. So, why should we care about a queen who lived 400 years ago? Nur Jahan's story is much more than just an interesting piece of history. It's a timeless tale about courage, intelligence, and breaking barriers. Her story also teaches us a valuable lesson about what true partnership looks like. The relationship between Nur Jahan and Jahangir was built on mutual respect and trust. Furthermore, Nur Jahan reminds us that history is full of hidden stories waiting to be discovered. By rediscovering her story, we are learning to look for other forgotten heroes. Her life asks us to think about the rules in our own world. What are the invisible barriers we face today? And how can we, like Nur Jahan, use our own unique talents to challenge them? How can you be the light of the world in your own life? Nur Jahan's legacy is a question for all of us. She lived in a world with strict rules about what a woman could be, yet she redefined those rules for herself and for her empire. Her life is proof that your abilities, not other people's expectations, are what truly define you.